Did you do the talk on what makes a wine vegan? You know, these are things people don't always think about.
Did.
Can you give me a little explanation?
So during the fining process, after we ferment the wine, and there's little micro particles of skins and seeds and must, the must and the stems floating in the wine. So in order to make the wine have better clarity, we'll use either time and gravity to let all that must settle, the lees to settle, and then we rack off the wine into a clear fermenting tank, and then you have your clear wine. Sometimes a winemaker, be it for cash flow reasons or whatever the case may be, needs to make that process go faster.
Right.
So sometimes a winemaker will use isinglass, which is fish scales and fish guts, or they'll use casein, which is powdered milk, or they'll use egg whites. And even in Portugal back in the day for port-style wines, they would use ox's blood. So it acts like a French press to push everything down to the bottom of the tank, and then they pump off the clean wine. So we use time and gravity, or if we do need to use something, we use clay.
Okay.
So everything that we use is plant-based.
Yeah.
Also in winemaking, you can adjust the tannins and the acids in the wine by putting protein through the wine.
Okay.
So we use potato protein, pumpkin protein, or pea protein.
Okay.
So everything that we do is all plant-based. All of our pairings at the winery are plant-based. All of our food service is plant-based.
Awesome.
So we just feel it's, some people say they get a cleaner taste profile on the wine. I don't know if it's, taste is subjective. But it helps us to also reduce our carbon footprint. So it's something we feel really passionate about.
And it sounds really, like other stuff you talk about sounds gross. Like I think people don't think about what is used to make the wine clear, like fish scales and blood. Like it doesn't even sound remotely appealing.
No, it's not talked about very often.
No, it isn't. A lot of stuff isn't.
We are certified vegan by the Canadian Certification Board VeggieCert.
Okay.
And we had to show them all of our suppliers and all of the things that we put into our wine and go through the process with them. And then they do spot checks every once in a while to check up on us.
Excellent.
Barnivore that you can go on to that will list various alcohols that are not vegan or that are vegan.
Okay, are vegan. Okay, good.
Yes. So some beer, like Guinness, just went vegan a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And so different alcohols and different beers and wines are not vegan, and then some are.
Okay.
In our case, every single wine is vegan.
Okay.
All the food pairings are vegan, and even I'm vegan.
Okay, good. Which is probably why. Exactly.